So you've probably seen HepaBurn popping up online, right? It's getting a ton of buzz. But the real question is, does it actually do what it claims? In this analysis, we're going to dig deep into its core claims, its key ingredients, and the whole idea its creators are pushing. All right, let's just cut to the chase. Does HepaBurn really live up to all the hype? The big claim is that it targets the real root cause of stubborn weight gain. So the whole thing hinges on one very specific idea about why people struggle to lose weight. We're going to take that argument apart, piece by piece, and see if it actually makes sense.
Okay, so where does this all start? Well, HepaBurn's whole pitch kicks off by talking about a set of really common frustrations. They call it the feeling stuck syndrome. It's aimed squarely at people who feel like they're trying everything, but just not getting anywhere. And these symptoms, they're not random. We're talking about things like waking up and feeling like you haven't even slept, that constant belly bloat, or doing all the right things with diet and exercise and the scale just won't budge. According to their creators, these aren't just annoyances. They're presented as clues, major indicators that something deeper is going on. And that's what brings us to the absolute core of their argument. The whole hypothesis pivots away from what we usually hear, calories in, calories out, and puts the spotlight on one single organ, your liver.
So the main claim here is that a sluggish liver is the real bad guy. The theory is that all the junk from our modern world, think toxins, stress, processed foods, just completely overwhelms the liver. And when that happens, they say it pretty much gives up on burning fat efficiently. Instead, it just disrupts your whole metabolic system, leading to that weight gain and exhaustion.
Yeah, check out this quote from their material because it's really the whole ball game for them. Your liver is the metabolic command center of your body. So they're not just saying it's a filter, they're framing it as the boss, the one that makes the call on whether you burn fuel for energy or you store it as fat. Okay, so if a beat-up liver is the problem they've laid out, what's the solution? Well, this is where HepaBurn comes in. Let's take a look at the mechanism they claim it uses to fix this. HepaBurn is basically presented as this natural formula that's designed to work from the inside out. The heart of it is what they call the liver purification and fat-burning complex. The whole idea is to give your liver targeted support to, kind of hit the reset button and get it working the way it's supposed to. But how does it supposedly do that? To figure that out, we've got to look at what's actually in it. The formula has a bunch of stuff, but the creators really shine a light on a couple of key ingredients. They talk a lot about two specific Mediterranean plant extracts. The first one is resveratrol. You've probably heard of it. It's that powerful antioxidant you find in things like red wine. They claim it helps fight inflammation. Then there's chlorogenic acid, which comes from green coffee beans. This one is supposedly all about boosting fat burning and taking some of that oxidative stress off the liver. All right, so we've seen the problem they're describing and the way they say HepaBurn works. So what's the payoff? Let's talk about the results they promise. They paint a pretty clear picture of a before and after for anyone thinking about trying it. This table really lays it all out. You've got the problems on one side, that stubborn fat, feeling tired all the time, and then on the other side, you've got the promise. Not just effortless weight loss, but more energy all day, better digestion, and they even throw in things like clearer skin and a better mood. Okay, last but not least, let's cover the practical stuff. For anyone actually thinking about buying this, the creators make a couple of really important points about where and how to get it. First off, they really stress that you can only get the real deal on their official website. Apparently, there are a lot of knockoffs and fakes floating around online. It's important to note that the link to the official, secure website for HepaBurn is down in the video description. And here's a pretty big detail for anyone on the fence. It comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So they're basically positioning it as a risk-free trial. You can try it out and see for yourself if it works for you. So this all brings us right back to where we started. Is targeting your liver function really the missing piece of the puzzle when it comes to weight loss? The whole argument for HepaBurn is built on that single idea. It's the entire foundation of the product. Thanks for watching this review. If this video helps you make a decision, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next analysis. See you in the next one.